What's up, everybody? It's Grim, your YouTube Wrestling Figures Heavyweight Champion, coming to you today with my reaction for the WWE 2015 Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. And what a pay-per-view it was! I can't believe it! I had low expectations going into this event because Raw hasn't been great the past couple of weeks. Really nothing has been going on. But the WWE, they're like, we're gonna kick it up a notch. And they nailed the shit out of it with this pay-per-view. I want to talk about Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker in the Hell in a Cell match. What a physical fight. These two tore the house down, practically brought down the solid steel cell. I can't believe that Brock Lesnar got busted open within just minutes of the match starting. What do you got, tissue paper face, fuck? He hits his head on the ring post, but like, it kind of looked like he blocked it with his hand. Still gushing blood. The son of a bitch looked like he stole Tatanka's haircut. It was all blood running down here. Doctors came in, tried cleaning him up. The second time the doctors came running in to clean him up, Brock Lesnar was like, get the fuck away from me, boy. He threw that doctor right off of him. And then, in the meantime, he hits The Undertaker with a chair. Thwap. Undertaker's now busted open. You got two old bloody bastards beating the shit out of each other inside of a solid steel superstructure. This is so good. They're using chairs. They're using steel steps. Brock Lesnar's taking Taker to Suplex City. The Undertaker is battling back against your boy Borg Laser. And then The Undertaker kicks out of two. Not one, but two F5s by Brock Lesnar. And I'm like, how do you do that? How do you kick out of two F5s by Brock Lesnar? So at this point, I'm like, okay, Undertaker's got this one in the bag, right? Brock Lesnar sees a little rip in the ring canvas. He's like, hey, boy, I reckon I see a rip in the ring canvas. I'm just going to pull this up, and I'm going to remove these mats. And what's underneath but wood panels? Wait a minute. Are you telling me that the ring is made out of wood? Yes, I am, Woody. And what happens is, it gets reversed. But The Undertaker drills Brock Lesnar with a choke slam and then picks him up to drill him with a tombstone onto the wood. Well, he actually completely missed the tombstone on the wood. But we're gonna pretend that he drilled him with a tombstone right on the wood. And Brock Lesnar kicks out. What the hell? How the hell did he kick out of that? I am losing my shit right now. I'm standing on my feet. I couldn't believe Brock kicked out. I thought it was lights out. And then The Undertaker comes over and he's like, I'm gonna kick your ass. And Brock Lesnar with the ball bag bash hits him with a low blow. Brock Lesnar with an F5 on the exposed solid steel wood. 1, 2, 3. Brock Lesnar wins this match. And finally, Grim can breathe. Oh my God. What a roller coaster. What a matchup. If you didn't think that was epic, you don't like wrestling, I'm sorry. It was great. So Brock Lesnar leaves. The cage comes up. And then The Undertaker's trying to struggle up to his feet. Lights go out. Boom, 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 boom. It's Bray Wyatt, featuring a big black eye from getting his ass beat earlier the night by Roman Reigns. We'll talk about that later. Bray Wyatt comes out with the Wyatt family, all four of them, and they start dismantling The Undertaker. And I'm like, who's gonna make the save? It's gotta be Kane, right? No. Fuck you, Kane. You worthless piece of shit. You couldn't even come out and save your brother getting his ass kicked in the middle of the ring? What? Where's The Rock? I thought people were promising that The Rock was gonna be there. Nope. I kind of thought that Stone Cold might be there. Nope. Nobody comes to the aid of The Undertaker. He gets carted away by the Wyatt families and the pay-per-view goes over. I want to talk about the return of Alberto Del Rio. Who saw that coming? Nobody. You can't see me. Super Cena got his ass beat by Alberto Del Rio. Pinned clean in the middle of a ring like an ordinary opponent by Alberto Del Rio. Alberto Del Rio takes the title. And that's what I think of that. I could not believe Alberto Del Rio was back. You completely surprised me, and you surprised the entire internet, because nobody saw that coming. And when Jack Swagger's music hit, I kind of thought they were trolling us with Jack Swagger, and he wasn't really going to be it. Otherwise, people would be pissed. Out comes Zeb Coulter on a scooter, which was hysterical, and now he is managing Alberto Del Rio? I thought he wanted to throw everybody out of the country Donald Trump style, but no, Zeb has made amends, and Zeb is with Alberto, your new United States champion, and it was a pretty good match, but I just couldn't believe how Cena got beat like a normal opponent. Now let's talk about the WWE Championship match, which the WWE kind of made third or fourth fiddle on the fucking card. I can't believe the way they booked the WWE champion. You book the WWE champion to look like shit, you're gonna get low ratings. The champion should be prestigious. 2 matches before the end of the card, Rollins comes walking down the ring to fight Kane. And the crowd was hot as hell before this match took place. And Kane sucked the life out of everybody. And the match wasn't even all that bad. It really wasn't. Like, I can't, like, shit on Kane for being a bad wrestler, because he's not. I'm not gonna shit on Kane because I don't think that he's cool, because he is. You know what? I'm just sick of Kane after 20 years. If you've only been watching wrestling 2 years, I get it. You don't hate Kane. You're not bored of him yet. Oh, Grimster is. I just kind of think that Seth Rollins could have had a much better, much more highly anticipated matchup with Kane, had Kane been more of a part-timer and not just like a jobber when we need the champion to beat somebody, because that's kind of what he is, right? I don't know. And like I said, the match wasn't that bad except for the big epic table botch. Seth Rollins was going to powerbomb Kane off the announce table through the Spanish commentator's table, and Kane totally sandbagged it. And I was like, no, how is that Kane's fault? I'll tell you how it's Kane's fault. Because as a trained professional wrestler, Kane standing up on that table should have jumped in the air, fallen back, and went through that table, put all the weight on the back of his shoulders and upper back and went through that table. What did Kane do? He slouched down and fell ass first. Totally sandbagged the move, totally botched it, table didn't break, the spot looked like shit. Because Kane didn't want to take a powerbomb through a table, and at his age, I wouldn't want to either. Seth Rollins did an epic frog splash off the top, a great tribute to the late great Eddie Guerrero. Everybody started chanting for Eddie, that was awesome. And Seth Rollins actually beats Kane with a pedigree in the middle of the ring, completely uneventful. Great title defense for Seth Rollins, and now Corporate Kane will be relieved of his duties. But I didn't see Corporate Kane come out and take a shit. I thought that's what relieving of your duties means, that you had to take a shit. Nobody showed me Corporate Kane taking a shit. Not that I wanted to see that anyway. I feel like I talked about so much awesome shit already, and we didn't even get to the other Hell in a Cell match where Roman Reigns kicked the ever-living piss out of garbage beard Bray. This match was awesome. There was, what, 3 table spots in it? And I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? This is the second match on the card. There's gonna be no tables left for the Dudley Boys later. And guess what? I was right. The Dudley Boy match didn't even have tables in it. We'll get to that in a minute. It's really easy to get behind Roman Reigns after a hard-hitting match like this. I just really want to see somebody teach the poor son of a bitch how to talk, because the fucker can fight. He can put on a great match. Bray too, but at least Bray can talk. I don't know why Bray Wyatt's not getting a better push, but maybe he will with this Undertaker thing, but I don't know what the hell's going on. But Bray Wyatt, you did a great job. Roman Reigns, fantastic job. Excellent match. Exactly what Hell in a Cell in 2015 should be. And a lot of people are like, no, Glenn, it sucked. They didn't even fall off the top of the cage. Well, you know, they don't do this super brutal stuff anymore because it's PG. It's 2015. Dude, trust me, for PG era, these guys nailed the shit out of it. That was an awesome Hell in a Cell match. I could not believe there was no tables in a Dudley Boys match. And not only that, but the Dudley Boys lost to the New Day without Xavier Woods. I thought for sure that the New Day was going to retain the titles. I picked them in my predictions. But I thought that would be because Xavier Woods would once again find a way to fucking interfere and get his tromboner right in there and cost Dudley Boys a match once again. By the way, Big E sort of almost said tromboner, but I bet he's not allowed to say tromboner because PG. But anyway, we all know you wanted to do it, Big E, and that's awesome. Xavier Woods was not there because the Dudley Boys put him through a table on Raw. No, he actually had his wedding this weekend. Congrats, Austin Creed. But Kofi and Big E did it all by themselves. All by myself. They beat the shit out of Dudley Boys, and I just couldn't believe it. I was sitting there dumbfounded. I thought for sure that the Dudley Boys were going to take tag team titles with Xavier Woods missing, but they didn't need that trombone-playing obnoxious bastard at ringside to keep those tag titles alive. But unfortunately, the trombone did get destroyed by the Dudley Boys. I wonder if Xavier Woods will get a new one. What do you guys think? Divas match was decent. The Divas match was decent. It wasn't a Divas match gotta pee, even though I don't know what the hell happened with some move off the top that Charlotte did to Nikki. I thought that they were gonna die. I'm like, what the hell are they doing up there? Charlotte's standing on the second rope eating the ass of Nikki Bella, and then she does like a backflip, and Nikki Bella just kind of falls, and it didn't resemble any type of wrestling move that Grimster's ever seen in 25 years, but I guess it was effective and nobody died, so we'll take it. And then Charlotte wins with the figure 8 anyway. But again, it wasn't a bad match. I thought they did a good job. Good for you. The dumb part was Paige coming out after the match to celebrate with Becky and Charlotte. Did the WWE forget that they turned her heel? Maybe Will Smith showed up with that fucking dildo thingy and was like, everybody forget that Paige turned heel. Now PCB is back. Seen my friend Helsinki on Twitter say, feed me boar. And unfortunately, Ryback, feed me boar. What are you doing, man? I used to love the Ryback. And now the Ryback don't do shit. Maybe it's just Kevin Owens making him look like crap because Kevin Owens is just so cool. Kevin Owens is like everything that a WWE wrestler should be. Honest to God. The guy is so awesome. And I'm not just saying that because I find this way to somehow relate to him. I say it because growing up watching wrestling for as long as I have, he is the epitome of a heel. And he beat Ryback in the middle of the ring to retain the Intercontinental title. And the Grimster was like, yes, I love this. And the best part of the match for me was the dude in the crowd with the big fluorescent Grim sign. Dude, you totally nailed it. Shout out to you, whoever you are. You killed it. I love it. Thank you. And finally, we're going to talk about the shit that started it all off. The big pre-show 6-man tag match. Now, what I couldn't believe about this was Mr. Fucker in the Bank Shitmas is in the pre-show. Isn't this the man walking around with the briefcase that we're supposed to believe could cash in at any time and be the WWE champion in a 6-man tag on a pre-show? Nobody cares. I really thought that this match was going to be like a nobody cares match because it was on Raw. Nothing really eventful happened. It was just, how do we get these 6 guys on the card? Throw them in a 6-man tag on the pre-show. But these guys took that opportunity and were like, we're going to make you people pay attention. And damn right we did, because this match kicked all kinds of ass. If you missed it, make a date to go back and watch it. Because I want you to see what Cesaro did. Remember Vince McMahon said a year ago, well, Cesaro doesn't really connect with the audience. Yeah, fuck that. Because Cesaro connected with the audience like a motherfucker. He's running around the ring delivering Cesaro uppercuts. He's flipping off the ring apron. He's doing that Cesaro spin like 45 fucking times. Cesaro killed it out there. If you're not a Cesaro fan, watch that match. You'll be a Cesaro fan. And if you're not a Cesaro fan after seeing him in that match, then maybe you just don't like wrestling. Or maybe you don't like European dudes in Speedos. I don't know. But that match kicked all kinds of ass. I think Hell in the Cell kicked all kinds of ass. Except for Kane kind of slowing it down a little bit. WWE killed it. And thank you. We really needed that because a lot of people were really like, if this pay-per-view don't deliver, I might be done. So thank you for bringing all those people on the cusp back. And thank you for electrifying a super fan like myself. WWE nailed it. And I thank you guys for watching my Raw reaction. And I want to know what you guys thought of the pay-per-view. So leave that down in the comments below. And I thank you for watching this. Please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more Grim Out!